Dan, even though I am an adult, the last time I checked, I still am vulnerable to peer pressure. No thanks. Yeah, no thanks to you. What the heck?
I was going to question the adult part. That's just on paper,
Yeah,
right?
I
Yeah,
use my air quotes for
that's
adult.
same with me. Yes.
Yeah, I just go about my life. I live my life and mind my own business. But every now and then, I get razzed.
Oh
I
boy,
get I get hounded and mocked and teased.
what was it this time?
It was you talking about my cell phone, making it an international incident here.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Well, it is 2025.
yeah. The it has been slowing down, but the one problem was the rubber band that you have to twist on it. I was getting fatigued, so
The, the what?
yeah, it's like rubber band power. It's old fashioned. You have to like spin the rubber band to get
Oh
it to
yeah,
work.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's a little bit before your time, I see. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So after our one episode where I was talking about the high tech channel that I operate on YouTube, known as Ohio Woodburner, and after the constant laughing and mocking of so like there were the days after our episode, I would call you and you'd say, "Are you calling me on your Galaxy S20?" And I would my S22, an S22, he would say. So I thought I would just go look and see about getting a new phone.
Oh boy, and you know
Yeah.
that I don't know how it is with the Galaxy or the Samsung brand, but like with the Apple iPhones, when you go to upgrade, like you have to pretty much select the newest model because they don't have very many of the old ones. So
Yeah.
like you can't like upgrade to like the version, three versions ago. It's like it's the newest one is what you get. Is
Yeah.
that the
Uh,
same?
it seems to me, so I'm not the brightest person, but I think the fact that my new model is the 25 has got something to do with the year, because the 24, I had done some research and there are some that are still out there, and I would have been happy with that. I just needed something newer because my old phone was starting to behave weird. It was doing weird things, and it was just worrisome because, you know, how did we ever survive without cell phones? I
The
don't know.
hinge, the hinge on the flip screen was wearing out. The little
Yeah.
plastic antenna that you had to pull out was starting to wear down.
Yeah. The Fisher Price tag, the Fisher Price logo was rubbing off the side of my phone. The big, gigantic buttons that a bell rings when you push them. That was my old phone, and I just went ahead and got the not only the 25, Dan, but I got the 25 plus.
Oh, what's the plus stand for?
Plus extra money. Yeah.
Oh, oh, they got you. So they got you.
No, they had a sale. So mine, I walk in with my old phone and I said, "What's the current phone?" He says the 25. So I hold my phone up to the 25 and it is the exact same footprint, the
Oh,
same dimensions.
yep.
Everything's the same. And he goes, "But wait a second," he says. And it was it was kind of like in Raiders of the Lost Ark, when they open the lid, like all that light bathes
Yep.
Indiana Jones and he gets this big grin on his face. He opened up the box. He's like, the 25 plus has a special going on. And like he opened the lid and the light turns on and the Hallelujah choir. And I was like, oh my gosh. So the 25 plus is a little bit bigger than what I'm used to. But it was free.
Oh, well
And
then.
yeah,
Yeah.
so my bill does not go up at all. And I got myself a new phone. And hopefully the worries that I had, because I'm thinking this other phone of mine's getting ready to go south. It gets really hot And when I start doing my video editing and stuff, it freezes up on me. And I was talking to my wife, and I mean, I run the household here when my wife lets me, but she gave me permission to go ahead and get the new phone.
Well, that's good.
And yeah, and so I got it. But I will tell you this, I experienced the longest hour of my life in about the last few years.
Waiting or going through the whole the upgrade process with your phone.
Yeah, he clicked the button. He goes, okay, come back in an hour and it will be all done. I says, well, give me my phone. And he says, oh, it doesn't work anymore. I go, what am I going to do for an hour without a phone? You know?
Yeah, how are you going to survive? Oh my
Oh my God. Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. So I go to a restaurant and I got some chicken wings. I wanted to take a picture of my wings. I couldn't, didn't have my phone. I wanted to look and see what time it was. I couldn't. You know, I wanted to see who's the starting pitcher tonight. Couldn't do it. Didn't have my phone. I wanted to send Dan a text. I couldn't. Didn't have my phone. That's terrible.
All those things that you've been taking for granted every day.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yet but somehow I found the strength to go on.
I was just gonna say, but somehow you've managed to make it through that, and now
Yeah.
here you
Somehow
are.
I got through it. It started making me laugh. I was talking to my high school helper, and he was saying that, you know, the schools really come down hard on cell phone usage this year. And I don't know
Oh,
what today. I don't know if they passed a law. Like I heard some states are passing laws now that there's no cell phones in schools at all.
oh, jeez.
And I just find that ironic because, you know, the parents that pass these laws are always on their phone constantly.
Yeah,
We criticize the kids from always being on their phones. Ah, these kids are always on their phones, you know, as the parent
right.
looks up from their phone to complain about their kids always being on their phone.
Or when the kids get home from school, the parents would rather them be on their phones so they don't have to deal with them. It's like
Right.
go over there and go sit on your tablet, go sit on your phone.
Yes. Yeah, that is so true. Yeah, I just go sit at an intersection and watch all the cars that come through the intersection and count how many people are on their phones.
Yes, everyone.
Yeah. It's funny. I will look at someone texting and driving with indignity, as then I
Ooh.
will send a text to my wife saying, I just saw a person texting and driving.
Do you give them the stink eye?
Yeah. I mean, I allegedly text my wife as I'm driving
Yes.
to
Yeah.
tell her that I just saw someone texting and driving. How dare they?
Yeah. I usually always
Yeah.
honk the horn. If somebody's passing me, if I'm on the interstate and somebody passes me on the left hand side, and I see them on their phone looking at their phone, I lay my horn on.
Oh
Scare
my
them.
gosh. Road rage.
Well, I just, it's like, hey, come on, pay attention.
Yeah. So something happened during my phone experience. And as you know, it doesn't happen with me that often. So I have AT&T, and there's this big AT&T store by the mall. So I go down there, and there were two employees. This is a big store. Two employees, and they were both sitting at tables with customers. And then there was this other gentleman leaning up against the wall with his phone. He looked to be a customer, but he was waiting. And then there was me. And I just figured I'll just hang out until someone comes to wait on me. I didn't know if the guy ahead of me was waiting on customer service or if he was with someone who was already with the other person. So nothing's happening. And I'm serious. I was there for about 20 minutes. And during that 20 minutes, these two people sat there with their customer. And there was one employee who came from the back and walked right past me and went to one of the people, that was waiting on the customer. And then he goes back behind the wall. And then another lady comes out, says, someone will be with you shortly, she said, as she walks by me, and then whispers to someone else and then goes back behind the wall. So I conclude that there are four employees in this store, but only two are working.
Tip that sounds like the typical experience at a cell phone store.
Yeah. So I told you I have a superpower where I can stand back and assess an operation. And I immediately made conclusions, and I guarantee you that I am right. So they had 4 employees there. But to me, that is a cultural problem. The company culture is not focused on the customer. It's kind of like where I used to work in auto parts. I'm here to tell you this company had it going on. It didn't matter who you were at that company. It didn't matter if you worked in the store, if you were a regional manager, a district manager, an HR, LP, the custodian, maintenance. It didn't matter who you were. You had to know how to sell. You had to know how to wait on customers. And you were to never, like if you're a regional staff, if you walk into a store and they're slammed, you are waiting on customers. Whatever you're there to do doesn't matter anymore. The only thing that matters is waiting on customers.
The
Like that,
customer
Dan?
comes first.
Yeah.
Yep.
The sale
Yeah.
comes first. All of your all of your HR functions, your clean bathrooms, your paperwork, all that stuff doesn't matter right now. The only thing that matters is waiting on that customer, making the sale. So here I am at a cell phone store, and there are 2 employees in that location who are, I don't know, sales aren't their job or they're on their lunch. All of these things in retail too, the lunch is flexible. You're still going to get your lunch, but if we're slammed, come wait on this customer and then go back when you're all done, when the store thins out some. Yeah, there's always exceptions and stuff, but I'm just saying. Here we had and there were people that came in behind me that would had to wait even longer.
Ooh.
And there's 2 employees in the back of the store and are not helping the customer flow. And I have a problem, personal problem. It's called I can't wait.
Yeah.
I am
My
I am
time is
very
valuable.
yeah. I am very similar to a very bad hospital. No patience. None. I cannot wait. And I just walked out and they lost the sale. And I went to the next town over to the next AT&T store. It was a store that was 1/4 of the size of this location. And they had 5 employees in there and they were on me the moment I walked through that front door.
Oh, totally different
Yeah.
experience then.
Totally different experience. Yeah. And that comes down to company culture. And that's what when I was talking with them. So I guess they have like not franchise stores, but like private, I don't know, not like corporate, but it's like a different company, but they sell their stuff. And that's what this place was. It was the same deal, same specials, but you could see the difference. They were well staffed. They were ready to take care of customers. They had a culture of sales. And I guarantee you, if I knew who the owner of that store was, that would have been the first thing on his or her mind was, how are they taking care of you? I have a feeling at that other location, what's most important to them is decimal points and pivot tables, probably.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I've heard of similar experiences, and it's that mindset of if there is a customer waiting for more than a certain amount of time, like all hands on deck, everyone hits the floor, and even if you can't take care of the customer, you at least engage them and make them feel like something's happening.
Yeah. Serious. I could have been there just because I had a question about my phone.
Yeah.
And one of those 2 turkeys that wouldn't, you know, perform customer service on me could have known the answer. And we would have never known. Yeah, that
No.
was real frustrating. But it made me think back upon where I used to work. Um, it was also like one of my coworkers there, he was on the regional staff. He was a sergeant major of the Army. And he had always compared to the company that we worked with the military. He said, in the Army, he says, it doesn't matter if you are in the infantry or if you are a mechanic or a cook or a writer for the Stars and Stripes. He says, you got to know how to shoot a gun. And it was like the same way in auto parts. It didn't matter what you did, your job was to perform customer service. And that is the culture that um, I try to shoot. Now, I'm saying that as a sole proprietor, but I do have people that help. But when it comes down to it, the customer comes first, not my spreadsheets, not my balance sheets, not my expenses. The only thing that matters right now is the customer, taking care of that customer. And that kind of was on my mind today too. The delivery that I made this morning, I had a half of a load that went out, which I try to avoid. I like to maximize my time and how much money my truck makes when I go out on the road. But the customer needed their wood and they could have cared less about that.
Yeah, they don't care. They have one thing on their mind. They want to get their firewood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell you, I'm here to do it. What that gets me though is a reputation, a commitment, and it creates a robust relationship with my customers, and that equates to more sales too.
Yes, because generally, a, a lot of times with firewood, word of mouth, I think, holds way more weight than what people think. Like I think if you're not delivering number one a good product or a good service in firewood, word is going to spread pretty quick.
One way or the other.
Yeah.
I think so. I heard it from customers, that would always say that guy's wood doesn't burn. Yeah, that wood hisses, and because they're a tree service or whatever, they're just delivering green firewood.
Yeah, I know that I've actually had people. I mean, I try to sometimes if I'm available, I'll go down to the roadside stand if I see someone, and just I don't directly go up and ask them, "Hey, how did you hear about this?" But you weave it into a conversation. You start a conversation, you get talking, and some way somehow you'll probably be able to get out of them how they heard about you or know about you, and that's happened very often. Is somebody else? Oh, my friend who lives across the street, he gets firewood from you and told me where you were, and yeah, word of mouth because I don't advertise my stand anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I have been in business for 7 years, and my advertising budget is zero. I always thought that I would have to spend money on advertising. I remember looking into um, those hangers. What do they call those that you put on someone's door in select neighborhoods?
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yep,
and newspaper ads and this and that. And then I learned real quick that that's not, at least for me, it's not necessary. There might come a day, but for me right now, no. And that's the reason I'm also spending zero is because my website is free. It's a friend of a friend. And I learned, the website's really all you need.
yeah. That's a
Yeah.
huge part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there are a lot of people out there that have made a comfortable living without a website, but it's just the way things are changing these days. And you talk about, unless you just bought a new cell phone and it's transferring data from one to the other, everyone has a cell phone on them at all the time. And that's how
Yep.
business is done anymore.
Yeah. I was just going to say, yeah, soon it's just kind of like technology. I mean, sooner or later, you can keep using your well, I don't even know how many people have like landline phones, but you can keep using that, but sooner or later, you're probably going to step up to the modern times and get a cell phone, get a smartphone, and then once you have it, you'll wonder how you got by without it. It's the same thing with a website. I mean, once you
Yeah.
get one, establish it, see what it can do for you. You'll wonder why you didn't do it sooner.
Oh, yeah. Kind of like owning a front end loader, a compact tractor with a front end
Yeah,
loader. How did,
tractor.
how
Yep.
did I ever get through life without this? Yeah. For me, it would be cell phone, air conditioning, front end loader. How did I ever get through life without this?
How did you get by without all that?
Uh huh. Have you ever like lost your phone and you just couldn't find it and you're in a panic?
Um, no. Well, maybe once or twice. I don't know.
Let me ask you this, Dan. Think about this for a second. If you, what would you rather, if you had to lose one, like it got stolen, would you rather someone steal your wallet or your cell phone?
Oh, my wallet. Easily. There's nothing in there. There's nothing in that.
Cobwebs.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you rather lose? Would you rather lose your wallet or your cell phone? You know, you think of your credit cards and your driver's license and your little black book, whatever else you keep in there, versus your cell phone, which technically has everything except your ID, I guess, huh?
Yeah, definitely the wallet. Easy. Easy choice there.
Yeah, but can you see, like, if I lost my cell phone, when I went and bought my new one, you know, it transferred everything, like, you know, the homepage, the wallpaper, everything. It's just like exactly the same phone looking at it, except it's got a lot faster processor and more
Yep.
memory and a better camera, but it is literally the same phone. But if you lose your phone and you have to go buy a new one, you're starting like all over again.
Well, that depends. I would not be because I can back up my phone to my laptop, and then if I needed to, I could restore my everything on my phone to a new phone without having my phone.
Uh-huh. Well, maybe that's the same with me though, because I had to have my Google password.
Yeah, you probably have some of your information in the cloud that you could get to.
Yeah, but I don't think like your wallpaper and your pages, like, you know, like when you slide your
Oh,
phone from side
oh
to side,
yeah,
like all of that, all my apps, everything was just there.
yeah,
Everything. Yeah, it's really slick
yeah.
how that
I
happens.
would have hated to have seen what would have happened if you got home and opened your phone up and the wallpaper was different on your screen. Oh my gosh, how would you? What would you have done?
Yeah. How would I've gotten by without that wallpaper of all the fluffy bears and goldfish? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, I was worried. This phone, so I might be going on a little vacation here, Dan. And that was in the back of my head too, is that, wow, what would happen if my phone goes kerplunk, you know, and I'm out of town? So that was, I would have expected this phone to last a lot longer than what it's done. It's just the way I am. My previous phone from the Galaxy S22, and I still have it, was the Galaxy S10. So there you go.
Yeah, that is real. I don't know. Does that thing even charge anymore? I mean, how do
Yeah,
you?
it does. I That's what I listen to all my podcasts on. I thought I was using it to keep like some wear and tear off my other phone. So now I got three
Ah,
phones. I have a 10, a 22, and a 25 plus.
oh, and I bet that 25 plus could handle putting everything from your old ones on it. Podcasts, pictures, videos, everything.
Yeah, and the camera looks awesome on it. The guy was showing me what the camera could do, and he was like doing stuff that I would never do, like, you know, like where you can zoom in on something and everything else is blurred, or the other way around, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's slick.
Ooh, get
And
ready
it
for some.
records in 8K. Is that a thing?
Yeah. Oh boy. Wow.
Yeah.
We're going to be seeing some cinematography coming up for
Oh
the
my gosh,
Ohio
yeah.
Woodburner channel soon.
My views are going to go through the roof now because
Oh,
I have a
yes.
better camera.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, that camera has been holding me back all this time. Not that my videos are boring or anything. It was the camera, right?
Totally the camera.
Oh yeah. Well, Dan, so I am under stress now until I get everything back, because you know everything, like the ringtone, I got to set it again. I just want everything to be exactly the same. So I'll be a little bit under stress until that day comes, and hopefully
Uh
I'll
oh.
have it back to 100% come 1 month from pretty much, maybe a little bit more in a month. We're getting up
5 weeks.
on
Yeah.
5 weeks to what?
The Paul Bunyan Show in
Hmm.
Cambridge, Ohio. the granddaddy of them all, the WrestleMania of firewood.
Yeah. Man, that's exciting time, isn't it?
Oh, it's going to be a good one.
And you're going to be there?
I will be there, and it may be. I don't know. I'm not looking ahead to next year yet, but I'm just saying. I've been to so many of these that if I took a year off, it probably wouldn't. I wouldn't miss it too much.
Yeah, I'll point out to everyone though that you say this every year. Yet there you are.
Well, this year is going to be a little bit different because my dad wants to go with. My son has been wanting to go the last 2 years.
Oh wow.
And my mom is also going to venture with us. So there's going to be all four of us. The family trip is going to
Holy
happen.
cow, are you serious?
Yeah, and we are going to drive instead of fly. So I am in trouble,
Yeah.
I think.
So I have a feeling that you are going to be unrecognizable to everyone. You're probably going to be acting on your best behavior, and you're going to be all prim and proper because you don't want to upset your mom, and you're going to act like you're just an angel around everyone.
Negative. that doesn't happen. No.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's exciting. I always go by myself. It's just a weird time. We got the fall breaks from the colleges, and I'm here and I'm there, and then I usually just am able to make it down for Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I see you, I'll see you on Saturday.
Yeah, that's and like I mentioned with my son coming. I mean, the nice thing with my mom also going is that she can help watch him. Like when we're at the hotel, he'll want to go swim in the swimming pool, and that's why I've always kind of been like, well, when you get a little older, maybe you can go with it. But now I'm going to take advantage of my parents going and have my mom kind of watch over things. And if you're coming there, if you're going to be at the Friday Night live stream, you better watch out because my mom will put you in your place. She doesn't mess around. So
yeah. Now your
people,
dad has been in videos. Has your mom been in any of your videos before?
Yeah, she's been in a couple. And my dad's been to Bunyan once. And so
because he came to my place.
Yes.
On the way to Bunyan.
So he's wanted to make a return trip down.
Okay.
So we'll
that's
see.
Exciting. All right. All right. Well, we'll have more updates. I don't know where I'll be or when I'll be, but regardless, I'll be there anyways. And then I'll be in the next week or two. I'll be making an announcement on the International Firewood Expo 2026. Yes. And I'll be recording it on my 25, about 26. And and I'll be announcing the dates and all about it for next year.
Boy.
Yeah, we've had some scheduling conflict. We just got to get the right weekend, and we got to thread the needle with all the other holidays and all the other shows and when the venue is available and XYZ.
Sounds like a lot going
on. It's exciting, Dan. It's exciting. I've had, I've been getting calls, wanting to make sure that's still going on. They enjoyed it. It was just positive feedback. Everyone was excited about it. And I see no reason to not do it again.
No, and so you're going to have some news on that in the next few weeks.
Right? Yeah, I have to get, that's got to go before the board. It's got to get approved. So I would hope that it's just a formality, but, it still has to be done. And I just want to make sure. I have this internal fear of over promising, under delivering. Something like that.
Yeah. Well, as long as you tell them that Back 40 Firewood's going to be there, I don't think they'll worry about the under delivering part.
Heck yeah, man. It wouldn't be the same without you.
No, it's going to be a good time. Like I said, last year was, besides the weather, but even with the weather, I mean,
Yeah.
it was a heck of a show.
There was a large turnout. And if I recall, because everything was just a blur how it all happened, that first Friday morning, the parking lot was overrun, and then we had to switch sides because of the weather, because the grounds were soft. And then in the afternoon, it kind of petered out and there was really like no one there. And I was thinking, well, where is everyone? And then I look at my phone and we're under like a severe tornado warning. And I was like, well, maybe this had something to do with it. And you look at the radar, and it's just this wall of angry radar blips coming right at us. This is Friday, and it just split. It totally missed us. We didn't get a drop on us on Friday, but there was trees down all around us, except right where we were at.
Yep.
And then Saturday, it was just a cold, rainy day. It wasn't like windy or anything, but we still had a very nice turnout.
Yeah, it was a good time. Like I said, just even with the weather, we kind of figure, Ohio, it's gonna rain. It's always gonna rain.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, we'll have to get an indoor coliseum or something.
Yeah. Well, you had
Yeah.
indoor space though, and you had a lot of tents set up. So it wasn't like people were standing out in the rain.
Yeah, very true. Yeah. That building that we had the T-shirt and the raffle in was pretty sizable.
Yeah. And that was nice. That was nice to have.
Flush toilets. That's what you liked.
Oh my goodness. Way better than the porta potties.
Yeah. Well, that took one job off of your job description too, is breaking in the new porta johns.
Yes.
Yeah. Porta john tester.
That's right. Got to make sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Break it in.
All right, Dan. Well, maybe it's time to strike up the band.
Strike up the band and tell everyone thanks for tuning in to the #1 firewood podcast in the world, the Wood Hounds. We appreciate you listening.
Yeah. And if you could please check out the streaming service that you listen to us and leave us a 5-star review. It really does help us. And it helps others find such wholesome, family-focused entertainment like the Wood Hounds podcast.
Is that what we are?
Yeah, why not? Let's just go with it, huh?
All right. Sure. Yeah.
All right, Dan. Well, let's just say everyone out there to stay
up to date on your phones.
And if you're going to travel to the Paul Bunyan show, travel with your
phone. I don't know.
I was going to say your parents.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about that.
And have
a great day.